What's going on YouTube? We is back with another video today. As y'all can tell by the thumbnail and title, we are replacing our oil pump sensor and the housing for it, the harness. We made a video about this before, back in the 30 days straight when we was making content for the Chrysler 300, but now it seemed like we need to do it the proper way, because all we did was replace the oil pressure sensor, but apparently that wasn't enough. So I just got done driving the car, so the engine is hot or whatever. Of course, we know that we got to get under there, under the belt, and probably remove the alternator to have better access. But that's about it for like getting to it. I'll probably take this whole front end off. That way I can have more access. But like I said, we'll see as we go. Yeah, we'll see as we go. All we gotta do is just unscrew this and unscrew the, oh yeah, we're gonna have to take the lights. Dang, I don't wanna do all that. We're gonna get there, but I'm gonna let y'all see it too. So with that being said, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And we just dropping, man. We dropping content, man. Hopefully this fixed the problem. But if not, then it's not. If it's not the oil pressure sensor, then it's something else. But we don't know yet, and let's hope for the best, prepare for the worst. All right, guys. So we got to the wire, right? And of course, these wires just look horrible. I could barely tell the color of them, for real. But they've been chewed up by the heat and stuff. So I'm gonna push this heat boot or whatever and push it back. And I'm gonna replace the wires. And then we also gonna replace the pressure sensor and see if that works. So we're gonna go ahead and get the wire. There we go. We're gonna get the harness soldered up, well, rewired and soldered up and all that good stuff. And then we should be good. Yes, sir. All right, guys, so we got the front end off. We got the fan on. The fan is on because the engine is too hot. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let it cool off and I'm gonna bounce back in it once it cool down. All right, guys, so boom. We got as far back as we needed to figure out where the problem was coming from. So since these wires are already exposed, all we're gonna do is snip them a little bit, and then we're gonna connect it to the new wires that we have. I already got it wired up, and we're gonna throw a sleeve on the back area. That way when we slide it on, we could just heat it up and cover it properly. And then we'll just go ahead and wrap everything back up and thread it back through there and get everything plugged up. So with that being said, y'all make sure y'all check out our harnesses, man. And we're gonna go ahead and finish up real quick, get the car started up, and see if that fixed our problem. Okay, so look, I told y'all I was gonna solder it, but I didn't solder it because it was time consuming. I don't got an efficient solderer, but we crimped it in 3 spots. We're also gonna tape it from the base here, and then we're gonna wrap it back in this heat resistant core or whatever. And yeah, so we hooked it back up. Hopefully this solves everything. If not, then we just gotta do what we gotta do and find another route to fix it. But this should do it. I'm 100% sure. 100. All right, let me stop. But we're gonna go ahead, wrap everything back up, get everything placed back on the car. Then we'll give it a start up and see if the gauges work. So I'll catch y'all in a second. All right, y'all. So real quick, we plugged it up. We got it rewired. Everything's ran back through. It's plugged up to the oil pressure sensor, right? So I'm gonna start it up and see if we get any reading. If we get any reading, then I don't have to change the pressure sensor. I just had to fix the wire. But if we don't get a reading, we're gonna change the sensor and see if that works too. So we're gonna plug this battery back up to the car, and I'm gonna catch y'all once we start it. All right, y'all, so here we go. We plug the battery in. Now it's time to see if this bad boy will get any reading. Make sure here we go. Let it prime real quick. Let me make sure I don't got nothing in the way. I took the belt off. That way it's not in the way for right now. I'm gonna run it without the belt real quick. Just make sure nothing is in the way. So when we start it, everything's good. Don't look like nothing down there. All right, let's start it. Let's see. No more light, y'all. Hold on, let's check. Let's see if we get a reading right here. And we did, yo. So it was just a wire. So now that y'all can see, check y'all harness, man, because that could be the reason you're not getting no oil pressure. With that being said, I need to drain all this oil that I put out in my car, because I did put a lot of oil just to make sure my stuff not, you feel me? So we're gonna do an oil change in the next video. So with that being said, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and we out.